Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tulane's offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
He'll pull it on the read. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 38.
He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Woodside.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Second down.
Working that left side now. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his tight end. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pineda. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their 1st possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job now.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the ground with the counter. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Unloads to the right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
At the 23. And that's good enough for a first down.
Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is a guy who is very quickly rewriting the record books for his school. 5 sacks. That is not a typo. 5 sacks his last time out, and here he is getting his first in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. From the gun, the ground game. Bulls his way forward. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Pineda. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woodside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Complete. Nice move to stay on his feet. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, midshipman!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys are on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat, trying to get to him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the returner goes down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Brings up second down.
Caught behind the line. It's Pineda. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 30 short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabs it in the middle.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access and he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. They're trying to get to it. Caught near the sideline, it's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Off play action. Coming after it. And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
At the 16-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply wouldn't.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding, right?
They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. The give out of the gun. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the right.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Looking for space. It's Marshall. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They go to the draw. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's loose down the middle. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, midshipman. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They're working that left side. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wood. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. It'll be a draw. Just steamrolling the defense. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. right back to the well.
Oh, he left him grabbing.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
At the 50. Good enough for a first down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So find something really quickly you can go to.
Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. He's looking to throw it. Snagged on the outside, it's Pineda. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He's going to pass on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third down play from the gun. Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Quickly to the tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Navy will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25.
3rd down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Pineda. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
And Navy will go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line.
3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
At the 33-yard line. And that's a
Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Nash. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too.
at the 37.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes the Navy offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, and put a good drive together here.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, it's not often you get to see QBs go over 5,000 yards passing in a year. We've watched this guy, though, be a special player for this offense all season long. With that last completion, he's now hit the milestone.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. He wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on 1st down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage to him.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the meaning kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Navy! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Air Force. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, midshipman! And the beatdown has ensued. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Brings up second down.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Greenway! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
on to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the middle.
The extra point.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
That makes the score. Navy 66, Tulane 24.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the left. Got a lot of running room. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Navy 73, Tulane 24.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. He's at the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Tulane 31.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The inside handoff. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return, it's Woodside. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Pineda. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Pineda. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Steamrolls his way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The lone back's got it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Just led him a little too far. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
Tulane.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Into the end zone. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Good right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Navy will go back on the attack. They'll try the run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And now on first down after converting with the run. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Give to the running back. On the move is the 30. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, midshipman. And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Navy offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.